You see how the ground down below is a different color? I believe that's an old riverbed. If we could create some kind of water source at the top of this cliff, we'd soon have the whole thing filled with water again. Hang on a minute, Lulu. This is a bloomin' big river you're after, ain't it? Tran's a builder, not a miracle worker. Actually, I'm a miracle worker. Well, I for one think it's a wonderful idea. This goes far beyond making tasty recipes or beautiful buildings. You would have us remake the landscape itself. There's just one thing I haven't figured out. How in the world will we get a river's worth of water up here? I should try to make a more childlike voice for Lillian. Lulu does have some grand ideas. I think the two of us could really get along. She seems a bit worried about how to get all the water up here, but I know you've got just the solution. That bottomless pot of yours should still be full of fresh furrow-filled water. You just have to tip it over and pour it out. When it runs over the edge, it'll fill the whole riverbed. The whole riverbed, you say? The whole riverbed, you say? What if it'll flow all the way down here? Well, there's only one way to find out. Go on, Tran, slosh out some water on top of this cliff and see what happens. Just make sure it's nice, clean water, not dirty water. We don't want another furrow field on our hands. Grab your bottomless pot and pour some water at my feet. There should still be some in there from furrow field. Just press and hold RT and give it a good old slosh. Just make sure you use nice, clean water. Dirty water would only spoil the view. If you don't have clean water, you have to find some more. I wonder if there's any here. I'd hate for you to have to go all the way back to furrow field to scoop some up. The new islanders are such an inspiration. I'm starting to feel the urge to get building myself. But first we've got some landscaping to do. What in the world just happened? I've never seen so much water pour out of a pot! Look at that. The water's flowing right over the cliff and all the way down to the bottom. It's a blimmin' beautiful waterfall. We're making nature. Goodness me, there's water everywhere. I'm soaked through to my small clothes, but I don't care one jot. Well, now the water's not clean anymore. And Rosie, you're the only one who appreciates me, apparently. You got the water flowing, Tran. We have the source for our river now, but this is just the start. That magic pot of yours has really saved the day. With an exceedingly useful tool like that at our disposal, we'll have this river up and running in no time. All we have to do now is fill up the rest of the riverbed. I'm going to inspect the bottom of the waterfall. Everyone follow me! Of course, she just jumped off the sheer cliff face. No, she didn't. She's up and mad, that one. But I think I like her. Hold up, Lulu. I'm right behind you. Better late than never. This river isn't going to make itself, you know. We need to fill this whole riverbed with water. Building begins again, huh? I'll sit this one out. Building stuff isn't exactly my strong suit. You lot get to work on the rivers and meadows and woods and what have you. I'll stay on the lookout for monsters. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. It isn't just a river we're after. We gotta get our greenery game going too. We'll need Wiggly's help to purify the soil. Say, Brittany, why don't we three leave the river building to the others and take care of this fields and forest? Very well. You can handle the replanting. Rosie, Perry, Weirdybeard, and I will take charge of the river. Fine by me. I must admit, I am more than a little excited to be building scenery from scratch. You're part of Team River too, Tran. We'll show you where we want you to pour the water. Be sure to fill every nook and cranny now. None of us will mind getting our feet wet, so pour away. Pour some water here, please. We need it leaking wet over here. Your help is greatly needed. We need some water over here. Pour some water here, please. We need some water here. Whoa! You've actually built yourselves a river. Not bad. Not bad at all. Very good, in fact. We have these bleak and blasted plains transformed into a pastoral paradise in no time. While you two are away, I spent a great deal of time making plans for Lulutopia, right down to the minutest of details. I came to the conclusion that a whole host of wonderful water features was just what my subjects would wish for. What do you mean, your subjects? We're building my empire of evisceration here, remember? Maybe if you ask Tran nicely, he'll set aside some space for you in my kingdom. The dungeon. Simmer down, younglings. I'm the eldest here, so I get to decide what we do. We found Bonanza land. Now there's nothing for you to fight about. Shut it, Fuzzface. Shut it, Fuzzface. This is between me and her. Alright. There we go. Oh, we still gotta talk to you. You made us a wonderfully picturesque river, Tran. When it comes to making nature, you're a natural. Speaking of which, where did you come across that unusual pot? A gentleman named called Pastor Al gave it to you. I would like to have met him. He sounds like a thoroughly fine fellow. You shall have to tell me all about your adventures on Furrowfield as soon as things calm down a little. But that shall have to wait for the time being. Our work is far from finished. This river isn't nearly long enough to satisfy my standards. Next on the agenda is extending its reach by means of the Grand Lulutopian Canal. Seems there's a letter waiting for Tran. It's time to begin the construction of the Grand Lulutopian Canal. We'll need to extend the river even further for it to turn my vision into reality. But the old riverbed only goes this. far. How are we supposed to make the river longer? Actually, it looks like the river did used to be longer. It's just been blocked by a bunch of soil and sand. It should be easy enough to smash through that soft stuff and open it up again. You're right. Well spotted, Malroth. It just so happens that I brought something from Furrowfield for just such an occasion. This chest is filled with the sturdiest of construction materials. We can use them to shore up the banks as we clear a path for the river. You can leave the digging to us, Tran. Why don't you and Wrigley get started on greenifying things up around here? We'll clear a path for the water. What's in here? Wood and bark. I like this. It's too bad it's not. Too bad it's all scripted though, and that they don't naturally do this stuff. Ooh, is work on the river going swimmingly? Is it? While the others are busy with that, you and me can do something about this here stony soil. Hey, you guys! Hey, you guys! Thought you'd leave the rest of the Green Gang crew out of decision making, did you? Don't think so, mate. Brittany and I wrestled up a few helpful items to ensure the whole metal making process runs smoothly. I thought I was gonna straight vom when I stuck my hands in the pot to get the ingredients for those things. Seriously though, it was well nasty. Worm food, my favorite snack. Look, one of the lovely lumps on the ground, I'll gobble it up and turn the hard sand around it into soft soil while I'm at it. Me and Lil will show you where to put them. Come on, squad, let's roll. A metal right here will be lush. I'm loving the vibes we're getting going here. When the wood and river are done, this place is gonna be dope as. We all work together to fulfill those targets on the tablet. This item will be filled with verdant vegetation before we know it. This river building business is so much fun. It feels like we're really making a difference to this place. Lulu's always going on about her stupid plans for Lulutopia. Don't let her push you around, okay? We're making my empire of evisceration, right? Yes, you bet! Once the Grand Lulutopian Canal is complete, this river will be a new world wonder. While we're busy extending the waterway, you and Wrigley should figure out how to give this island a much-needed splash of green. I say you should keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Whichever way you look at it, Lulu and Malroth must be pretty darn close. This seems like a good spot for a medal. Sweet! Bravo! Bravo! This would be a legit place for some metal. OMG, it's gorgeous! Seriously, like, totally sick fieldwork, Tran. Oh yes, imagine everything looks so much nicer now. Just imagine how much lovelier it would look when the whole riverside is draped in greenery. Let's leave that to Tran, yeah? It's his island anyway. His metal making sensibilities are off the hook. You want to make 10 tiles worth of metal for starters, right? This place is gonna look so sick when you're done. Oh, and if you're out of worm food, just make some more, like duh. And legit defend the grass from danger. I could do with a breather. I actually want you to tell me where it should go. Let's see, it doesn't look like it turns these harder tiles into... You have any suggestions? Whether it's a metal or wood you're after, I can make everything nice and grassy again. Just have to plunk down a few lush lumps of worm food. I reckon about 10 tiles worth of metal should do the trick. Check your map to see how much you've done so far. Oh, I see. Well, I only have 4 more worm food. Trying to place this out of the way where it won't be in anyone's... Does it really make this stuff? I don't think it makes this stuff metal. That's why these didn't get turned into it. Or this tile. These in because it was out of range. It only goes so far vertically. It looks like 2 tiles down. Maybe I should wait for them to finish before I start meddling it up. Let's go look around and hunt a couple things while I wait for them to finish. I know efficiency-wise that's not the best, but I don't want to... I want to... But appearance-wise it might be for the best if I wait to see. For example, maybe I start doing it over here and then they break most of it down. I'm thinking of like doing it over here, but they're kind of breaking towards this direction. I see the bark though. Maybe the bark means they won't break it. Oh, nice. I can get some wheat seeds from these guys. Come on, I thought you guys could handle at least a couple ants that got past me. right here. No, if I do that, it won't go up. I'm pretty sure it only goes downward. So indecisive. Tran. Check it out. We dug out a canal so the river can continue a bit further. When I was swinging that hammer to and fro, I felt like I'd become a builder myself. It was ever so invigorating. The canal is complete. Wahaha! Our waterway grows ever longer. Now we can build ourselves a glorious river fitting of Bonanza Land. How about one on this side then? That should be 10. Ooh, job done. No, you better finish that. You better finish that one. If I knew it was gonna be partial, I would have done it on the other side. Wonderful work, Wrigley. You've turned all that dry, cracked soil into a marvelous meadow. Dude, this place is a straight banging now. Get a load of all that grass. Huh. This place is starting to look more and more like furrow field. That's the idea. That's the idea. It'll look even lovelier once we give the whole riverbank the green treatment. Oh, and don't forget that patch over there and that bit there. Haha, you're always thinking a few steps ahead, aren't you? Maybe I'll make you my Imperial Gardener-in-Chief. What about me, eh? After all the mud I munched for you, if I don't get that job, I'll be greener than all this grass put together. You tick one of the tablet targets off the list I see. Congratulations. For every objective you complete, a mini-medal will come into being. Once you've collected a few, bring them to me. I'll swap them for my most prized possessions. I'm mad for mini-medals, me! Well, would you look at that? It's a mini-medal. Yay! It requires a mini-medal. Toodle pip for now. You cheated me! Could have done that with 3 grass seeds. Yeah, there you go. You better. Alright, now let's talk to you. The folk you ferried in from Furrowfield certainly aren't afraid to get their hands dirty. We'd never have created this canal without them. I, for one, tried to keep my hands positively filthy, and I learned it all from Tran. You're exactly the kind of people we need in Lulutopia. A few more subjects like you will make my kingdom the envy of all my neighbors. Ooh, can I be your agriculture minister? I'll grow enough fresh fruit and vegetables to make everyone's bellies burst. How many times do we have to go through this, Lulu? This is my empire of evisceration. If you want something to eat, you should head back to down to the beach and suck on some seaweed. I can't tell if them two are friends or enemies. It's like they love to hate each other. Let's put our differences aside for the time being. We need to make some more nature. We all have to work together if we want to turn this place into a pastoral paradise. Ooh, them are some fine fields, and it's all thanks to that way to way E placed that worm food. Tran, I'd never done it without E. Yes, thank you so much, Tran. Everything's so much nicer now that we have some green grass to roll around it. We can crack on with making a forest next. When you get a break from the Rolled River building, give me a shout. Can't tell if that's... I think that's in the water. So that's... okay. I know I'm done, but I might as well green up this side a little bit too. Okay, zoom out, game. I don't need it this close. I have to make a lot more worm food to cover up this area. The river gets more impressive every time I cast my eyes on it, but enough idle ogling. We must continue our work. Once the river's ready, we're all set to start farming. If you're looking to appoint a Minister of Agriculture, look no further. Hello there, Tran. As long as we all keep working together, we'll have a blimmin' gorgeous river in no time. Lulu's always going... okay, yeah, we did this one. Okay, let's talk to you about the river now. Well, are you ready to continue working the river? I want to make it the biggest, bestest waterway ever. We'll show you where the water needs pouring, just like we did before. Feel free to slosh it all around us with that bottomless pot of yours. Wet britches have never bothered me. Positions, everyone! Whoops. Why isn't it aiming it there? Sloppy slurry on a stick. That water's gone all dirty. How'd the blimmin' well that happen? The river's looking lovely. Well, that's just blimmin' great. Look at this dirty water, Tran. Seems like we've got some spoiled soil to thank for this. This stuff nearly ruined us back on Furrowfield, and now it's only gone and showed up here too. Unless we get rid of that spoiled soil, the water won't never get clean. Can you do me a big fat favor? Can you use that bottomless pot to scoop up the muddy water? It might be our only hope.
Yep. Yep.
That's blimmin' marvelous. That pot of yours is really something else. Now that muddy water's out of the way, we can get back to finishing our river. Thanks, Tran. There we go. Come on, just get out. There we go. Alright, there. Thanks for clearing away that horrible muddy water. I suppose it ain't horrible if you like muddy water, but if it's clean water you need, The dirty stuff with the clean stuff, and then you'll be stuffed. I still see a little bit over there.
Yep. Yep.
Try not to damage the river too much. Alright, that looks decent. You've done a good job scooping out all that muddy water, but as long as that spoiled soil is still there, our river's lower reaches will stay soily forever. I can barely bear to look at this stuff. All the trouble it gave us back in Furrowfield. We need to get that grotty got gone. Please, Tran, you've got to help. Use your hammer and smash that nasty muck the king to come. Get on! I cleared away all that slimy, spoiled soil. Just a weight off my shoulders, so it is. Thanks for dredging out that dirty old soil, Tran. Now we can carry on making our river. The worst should happen and the water goes all muddy again. Just scoop it all up with that bottomless pot of yours. That pot should be full of dirty water now. Don't go pouring it out again or we'll be back to square one. Just fill up your pot again with some clean water and the job's a good end. And if I ask a question, you're looking heck of a thin recently. You eating properly? I'm blimmin' famished myself, and don't tell this to no one, but I'm sick of vegetables. I want to eat something different. But enough talking. If Lily saw me slacking off, she'd go blimmin' spare. We got work to do. Dinner can wait till we're done with this river. Yeah, let's get this water done, because I don't like messing with water. Jolly good showing, Tran. At this rate, our river will be the envy of our neighbors, whosoever they may be. Wonderful! Yes, the river looks so much bigger and better now. Impressive work, Tran. Indeed, and yet its end seems somewhat abrupt. Could it not be bigger and better still? Well, how about we clear some more of this dirt out of the way? Then Tran can go potty with the pot again. And what's more, once we make a path for the water, there's the perfect place for a pretty pond. What a splendid idea, Rosie. Let's get started right away. We need to dig a path through that dirt over there so the river can run all the way to the pond. I'm ready and raring to go, Lulu. Let's get smashing. Woo! Those two are really excited about smashing some soil. Well, when it comes to earth-shattering events, you can count me in. While you youngsters are busy here, there's a certain area nearby that I'd like to inspect more closely. By the time I get back, I expect to see this river winding all the way from the mountains to the Bonanza Land Basin. What's got into you, Perry? Everyone's jetting off left, right, and center, and you're stood there like a statue. Not thinking of slacking off, are you? No, it ain't that. It's that sound, that rumbling. I can't take it no more. Oh, Tran, I can't take all this rumbling and grumbling no more. I need something to eat. I'm sick and tired of blooming cabbages and blooming pumpkins. Ain't you got anything else? Ho, ho, ho. If you don't eat your greens, you'll never grow big and strong, strong, strong. But if you have a hankering for more exotic foodstuffs, you're in luck. There's several small items nearby that are simply packed with exciting ingredients. Many explorer has set sail for those shores in search of new materials. Though the islands have long since been abandoned, their secrets sleep there still. Tran, why don't you and Malroth take a quick trip over there to one of these explorers' shores and see what you can find. I seem to remember those isles being chock full of chickens once upon a time. If you bring one back, it might even lay you a few eggs. Chickens, eh? How are we supposed to catch them? Well, whatever. We can cross that road when we come to it. Speak to old Brownbeard on the dock. I'm sure he'll be happy to ferry you over. Hear that, Perry? Me and Tran are off to explore these islands and fetch a fine feast for you. But if I get back and find out you haven't helped Rosie and Lulu with the river, I'll smash every last egg right in front of you and make you lick it off the dirt. Understood? Yes, Mr. Malroth, sir. The crippling cramps in my stomach get that bad, really. If you could bring us back a chicken, just one'll do, I'd be ever so happy. There ain't no time to be wasting. Warp yourself to the dock and have that Brownbeard fella take you to one of these foul-infested islands. Bring me back a chicken, will you? I'm sure Captain Brownbeard would take you to one of them explorer shores if you asked him nicely. Bring back a chicken and we can have the eggs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So are they done with this chest? I'll leave it for now. I just actually wanted to look at this bark that they've got shored up. I wonder if Lulu ever gets tired of bossing people around. I'll put 3 beds next to the next chest. There we go. Should be plenty. Ahoy, Tran, I've got good news for you. I was drinking me shanty and singing a grog when I spotted a couple new islands nearby. New islands? You must be talking about the explorers' shores. Alright, fish lips, you're taking us to one of these islands right now. Alright, I'll gladly ferry you over, but a sailor can't work for free. I'm a businessman, don't forget. That said, we ain't got a piece of 88 between us. Tell you what, how about you pay me with some of those shiny little hearts I've seen poking out your pockets? If you're willing to part with your hard-earned hearties, it'll cover the cost of the voyage. Because I like the splice of your man brace, once you pay the price, I'll take you back to the same island as many times you like for no extra charge. I made a little log of all the things I could spy on each island, so if you got your eyeballs set on something in particular, be sure to take a look before you set sail. If you need more materials or fancy some new items, then the explorer's shores are for you. You can even use gratitude points to unlock new islands. Ahoy, Tran, where are you be hauling anchor to today? Blossom Bay's 300 points. Soggy Skerry is 50. I thought you said there were 3 islands. Okay. It costs you 50 points to plot a course to Soggy Skerry. Is that okay with you? I mean, it doesn't sound like I find chickens there, but it's the only one I can afford. Now she blows. Now you can set sail for Soggy Skerry anytime you like. You travel between islands, yada yada, yada yada. Gotcha. Stow your valuables in the bag on the dock, if you please. I ain't insured for loss of me passengers' personal effects. All aboard for a trip abroad. Time to set sail. Oh, I forgot to check for the letter. Oh well. Explorer's Shores, Soggy Skerry. Say ahoy to Explorer's Shores. There's all kinds of fancy materials on this island. Be sure to examine anything you happen to find. Check it out and check it off the list. I told you about the little list I shoehorned together, right? Well, now they're yours. If you tick the items off as you examine them, then you'll know you've seen them all. When you've seen them all. And don't worry, I can ferry you whatever you find back to the Isle of Awakening. The seas lead in here are as calm as a sea cucumber, so there's no risk of anything going over a plank. Over plank. Well, what are you waiting for? Climb up this little crop top and use your windbreaker to glide on over to the main island. You can warp back here whenever you like. Let the adventure begin. Each of the Explorer's Shores has its own unique sights to see and items to discover. If you clean the items checklist, you get a special bonus, an unlimited supply of a useful material. I still have all my gear. Explorer's Shores are mystical lands that shift and change after every visit. If you've left something behind, it won't be here when you come back. Are you sure you want to be returned to the Isle of Awakening? No, I don't. Yarr! Hey! Oh, this is like a randomly generated map? Tran ticks the leafy spoiled soil off the list. Okay.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
I guess grass is not on the list. How about this apple?
Yep.
There's a chicken. Do I just hit it with the hammer? Shh, there's an animal up ahead. Carefully sneak up behind an animal and then stroke. Okay. Its back's kind of to the wall there. And I just destroyed that instead.
Yep.
Alright, we'll come back here in a little bit and see what's around. Let's plop down a spoiled soil and see what happens too. We'll put it right here in this corner. We're back. I gotta say, that is one obedient chicken. Let's go and show Perry. While you lot take care of business here, I'll haul sail and keep my eyes peeled for more islands. I've heard rumblings of another enormous one lurking out there in open seas, same size as Furrowfield, give or take a fathom. I'm as certain as pirates hate body parts that come in pairs that the place is inhabited. Maybe you can find some new mates and materials there. Another island like Furrowfield, eh? Feels like it could be the start of a whole new adventure. I can't wait to check it out. Give me an ease up when you're ready to set sail. I'm always anchored here, except when I'm not. What's that rumbling sound? Well, look at this. Look who it is. Perry's come to check if we found the fowl. Let's throw him the chicken and rub it in his face. From Saffron. Dear Tran, I trust you're enjoying life on the Isle of Awakening. How's my sister Lillian getting along? The refreshing breeze here on Furrowfield is perfect for cooling freshly baked loaves, though it does little temper Clayton's newfound passion for building. He is ever the hothead. Do give my regards to everyone. Ever so sincerely yours, Saffron. I've been waiting for you to come back, Tran. Did you bring me a cute little chicken, did you? She's blimmin' adorable. Once that girl starts laying eggs, we won't have to eat no cabbages no more. By the way, did Brownbeard tell you about that girt liquor of an island he's looking for out in the ocean? I reckon I might know something about it. I remember hearing about this one place that were famous for mining metal right out of the ground. A long time ago, the people of Furrowfield used to trade with them folks, swapping veggies for metal and whatnot, so the children of Argon made us put a stop to it. I had never seen no metal with me own peepers. I'd love to visit that island one day and see what the place is like. Oh, Tran, I nearly forgot. A letter came for you. Have you read it already? I might look like a sea slugabed, but I keep myself busy every day. Busy every day, exploring the local waters. I brought that letter back with me on my last bon voyage. And there I was thinking you'd rather stay old up on your ship than exchange a single word with the landlubber. You're actually a word exchanger or extraordinaire. Well, Tran, the captain went to a lot of trouble to deliver that letter. Ain't you going to check the post box? If it's important news, I'm sure the others will want to hear it. Cora, just look how fired up Malroth and Bonanza are. I better pull my finger out too. Pull your finger out of what? Like, I know it's going to be a phrase for you, but like, what is it? What are you pulling your finger out of? Alright, let's see if the island has any of the same stuff, or the trees are permanently gone, or what. Okay, well, it's gone. The map still has to be re-explored. I don't see any trees up here, so those might be gone too. If they ever were here in the first place. I'm still not entirely sure if it means I can clear cut this forest, and otherwise it'll just look bad forever. I think that feels like it's different. All right, let's carve up a lot of stuff and then see what it looks like when I come back. The beach is devoid of everything, then I know it's... What do you drop? Yeah, okay. Alright, let's take some of this with me. And see if that comes back too. If it does, I'll put it back. If it's permanently gone, I'll put it back. If it comes back, I will rip up the docks. I just don't like tearing up the ground. Feels too destructive for me. I'm a very orderly person, I think. Huh, okay, the blocks came back. And as for the shore, let's take a look. Shore looks a little bit differently shaped, and there's a stone here, which should, and a barrel over there. Oh, there's no plateau in the middle of the field, for starters. Well, you're probably gonna die if I can't get a hold of you. Let's see how close I can run before he... Okay, I can actually run really close. Wait, do I just need to stand there or something? Because I've collected a couple. Oh, check.
Yaha! Yo.
Oh, I see, and I can get infinite wood if I do all the top thing? That's really impressive.
Yep. Yaha!
What's the point of coming all the way out here? Yeah, I was short on wood on Poroville because I was making so much roofing material and extra stories and so forth. I gotta keep coming back because I don't see any fruits or anything. What if I plant one? Okay, none of that worked. I'm gonna do this a little bit, but I don't think I'll be showing it since it's so repetitive. An infinite supply of wood is now available at builders' workbenches. Now I just need to figure out what the heck that brown thing is under the dry grass. It doesn't appear to be a log that's on the waterfront. This is much easier using the keyboard. Hold control, head towards it, and just start mashing E. Oh, of course, it can always turn towards you. Your party is full. Send someone to send away. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So I can only have 6 chickens. Whoops. Oh, what's that? What is that? couldn't see a thing with the trees in my way. Builderdom's best are the 100 winning entries to a building contest, and they're all made by builders just like you. Use them to inspire your own creations. Well, can I take this with me? Can you find all 7 treasure chests? Is there anything in them? I can take it with me, can't I? Alright, chickens, get over here so you stop dying or something. I don't even know if you permanently die. Hi there, I'm Lisa. I get by working as a villager. That's when I'm not traveling the world looking for inspiration. I've got an idea. How about you take me to your island? Sure. Thanks, that's great news. I can't wait to visit your island, Tran. You look evil. The red eyes, I guess. So if you're just a randomly generated person, maybe I won't keep you forever. Okay, I can't take anything here. It's not even safe. The chickens are getting hit and everything. There it is. All done. What is that, anyways? Does it spawn ants? Yeah, it does. Okay. I've seen everything there is to see here. Let's head back with the game now.